Hello, welcome everybody. It's a Collector Club. I'm the Mortal Biggie Shack. I brought Matt Likes Comics. So today we are doing superhero characters in regular clothes, not in their superhero outfits.
Oh, I thought we were doing changing outfits, as in like because what I've done was I looked for they're in this outfit and then they got a different outfit. I
Oh no,
thought that
that's right. No, you're right. There's black suit. There's all types. There was
yeah
more to it. You're right.
yeah okay
Yeah, gold suit. That's good because I know I have some of those. So
yeah
Matt already has a stack. I'm gonna look for mine live because sometimes I do it like spur of the moment, and a lot of times I'll have a stack. But I actually was on Allen's earlier today, and I did a giveaway, and that kind of took up a little bit of my time. So I said I'll just do it live. I'll look through my books and find them. But let's kick this intro for him. We'll get started for the
All
Collector
right.
Club.
Awesome.
Find me in the club, call me
Yeah,
collect the
no, yes,
bub.
no, maybe,
What?
no.
Find me in the club, call me collect the bub. I got the comic keys, come on, let's hook her up. I'll bring my NYX with the spine fix color rub. The comic collector club, come subscribe it up. Immortal Biggie Shack, go ahead and look it up. Joining YouTube's best with the comics that we love. So come and join me up if you're into getting subbed.
Yeah,
I love that thing. I love your intros. They're awesome.
that's pretty good. That's all
Um,
Freaky Louie.
what I'm gonna start with is during the late '60s, early '70s, Supergirl got her own book in Adventure Comics. And during this period, they would decided to play a little bit. Hi, Susie. Hi, Beckerman. Hi, JSS. Hi, Carlito. They decided to play around with her costume a little bit and try some different things. So what I did was I pulled out a few examples of some of the costume changes they did during this little run. Um, the beginning here, this one is the first issue where this is 381, the first issue of this run. She's in her old costume, the one that everybody's familiar with at the time, the blue skirt with the Superman type top and the red cape. Now the red cape for the most part stays a staple, but here here you get a more prominence with her yellow belt, which is it's barely showing on the other. It's barely on the.
Oh yeah, I've had that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And so we'll go to this one here. This is Adventure Comics 402. The outfit she's wearing on this, she's got these really, really high red boots. The belt is changed to, instead of being a continuous yellow loop, she's got a bunch of these little circle-y things. Hi, K-Pop. Hi, Steven. And I think that this is an interesting outfit. Here is pretty much the same outfit, except the belt has changed, and they've added yellow racing stripes to the big boots that weren't on the other one. And also, if you'll notice where the cape is attached, there's a yellow ropey type thing on it. She's actually wearing this outfit on this cover here, which is Adventure Comics 404. There was an announcement in Adventure 397 that they were going to try this around a little bit. Here is another outfit from Adventure Comics 415. That this one only lasted one issue. Still got okay. They changed the belt. They made it thicker. They gave her a little red. It's not quite pants. It's not like the hot pants that she wears later. It's more like a workout suit that the dancers used to wear in the 80s. And she's sleeveless. And you note the gloves. Note the red gloves.
Yeah.
It is a real different outfit in this case. And here is what I say is the little bit more ridiculous of her outfits. This is 412. She's wearing a full blue bodysuit, similar to what she wore on the TV show. They put the super emblem on the belt as a big belt buckle. She's wearing the old style boots she wore before, but instead of it being all red, there's yellow highlights on it, and there's no emblem on her chest, and she's still got the red gloves. I thought this was personally one of the more ridiculous of the outfits, but this is like the early 70s, so they were playing around a lot. And here is, I believe, one of the first appearances of the hot pants that everybody's used to with the choker. This is the one she primarily wore through from the 70s till 1983, when she made her last change to the outfit that looks like the I call it the 20-minute workout after that exercise show that was on in the 80s. But it looked like she had the headband and the real 1980s hairstyle.
Right.
So those are good examples of, for the most part, of the outfits that Supergirl wore during that period. I didn't.
I found a few while you were talking.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you're ready to go, I've pretty much covered that one.
Oh, we got some backup coming in. Collector Club member himself.
Awesome.
Bleaker.
Bleak.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay. I actually forgot what we were doing tonight, so I don't have anything ready. But
I didn't have anything either, Bleak. I had to go.
It's nice to be here.
I have more Supergirl covers if you need me to do more.
No, I do. I want some more. No, I just grabbed about 15 books. Took me about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could probably go through some Catwoman stuff. She's had a lot of costumes.
Yeah, that's true. Catwoman has had a lot of them.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't have a lot of Catwoman.
I have some. It's just all really everything's really.
If anybody in the chat wants to play, I'll drop the link. It's not that hard. I just went and
Hi,
found
Brandon. How are you? Brandon Comics.
Collecto.
Excuse me. Hey, I just found out what's info on
Hey,
Alan's.
K-pop. I didn't catch you before.
Of course, K-pop tagging out.
We got middle of nowhere. We got Carlito. Look at that. We're getting a little crowd going, dude. Nice. All right. My turn. All right. Let me show you some books I got. So, I stole a lot of the ones from the girl stuff we were doing on the heroin issue.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Gwenpool always got some good covers, man.
Yeah, I love that. Here she is, all ready to get murdered.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
This is really neat. I don't think anybody knows about this one. Okay. Well, if they do, I've never heard anybody say anything about it. But as far as I know, I don't know why this happened. Okay. This is the only time I've ever seen Mr. Miracle in an all-white cover. Look
Is
at
that his outfit, or is that like a straitjacket?
I don't know. It looks like his
It looks
outfit.
great.
But
It looks great.
yeah, I love this. I love this cover, and I've always said it's the only white Mr. Miracle I've ever seen. So I was just like, yeah, I'll show that. Did they do that on purpose?
It's pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Bleak, it just occurred to me too that Harley Quinn has a lot of different outfits as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely a few that have a bunch of
So this one
changes.
I just got last week, and we were doing outfit changes. So if a character has a new, like the black suit Spider-Man,
I would think Iron Man is pretty good in there. He's got Mark 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron Man is in a lot of different looks too.
He's done a lot of different ones. He's even done Venomized Iron Man. He's done,
yeah, Venomized counts, right?
Hi,
Yeah.
Kenneth.
Here's some just normally dressed characters. I mean, I don't know if they even have superhero outfits, but Millie the model.
oh, that's a cute one.
Well, I could honestly say Patsy Walker, because she's Hellcat, has some interesting changes as well.
It's not
It's
girl.
not
Girl, nice. I got number 1 at my shop.
I mean, these characters don't have outfits, but Lois Lane, she got a little dress on.
Well, that's a definite change for Lois Lane.
It was an outfit change. Yeah.
Body
Well,
change. outfit
I
change.
particularly liked because Lois was always in those very demure 1960s. I want to say, Jackie Kennedy type dresses, and then all of a sudden they turned her in a mod like 1968 hit, and bang, here she is in the thigh highs and the mini skirts.
This one's cool. A little different look. Bishop.
Okay. All right, that's a different Bishop for sure.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe I'm just old, so I'm partial to the blue, the X, and the way it was done in the
Oh,
90s.
Steppo's coming. Maybe you can help us out in this category. It's a tough category. We need some backup.
Oh, I think Steppo knows what's up with this category.
So, this ain't an outfit change, but he is wearing normal clothes, and I like this cover. Little normal clothes guy.
Fiddle Chips, if you read the story, she changes right at the end, and Superman never had a chance to go black, so to speak.
Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna show this last one. It's not a great example, but after this, I'll find some more costume changes and stuff.
Mhm.
But this Elvis Presley,
I like that one.
Little Dave Stevens action.
yeah, Elvis wearing he ain't in his regular jump outfit. He's wearing like a
I'm gonna slow down, baby, talking tonight.
yeah. The song I played with this was a little less conversation, a little more action. That's my jam.
Oh, sorry, Fiddle Chips, if I got the wrong meaning to your thing.
So if you ain't ready, Bleak, we got Matt go again, or if you're ready.
Oh no, you go ahead. I haven't looked for any comics. I just got home from work. Well, it's
Yeah,
good.
tear him up, Matt. I'm gonna go get some more.
Okay, well, what I've done this time is the Legion had a lot of costume changes over the years. So I pulled out a couple of issues of Adventure and a couple issues of Legion just to show what some of the changes were. Right here we've got Saturn Girl, Colossal Boy, Chameleon Boy, Shrinking Violet, and Brainiac 5 on the cover. Well, Brainiac 5 never changes his look, but the others have different looks. Here on 300, this is Legion 300, you see like a lot of the changes. You've got Chameleon Boy right there wearing different outfit. You got Colossal Boy wearing a different outfit. He's not wearing green and yellow anymore. You've got Shrinking Violet. You can't really see her, but she's right there. She's wearing an all green, darker outfit than the one she was wearing. And Saturn Girl, she did switch, but she switched back just before this issue. So I don't have any that I've dug up of her what they called the bikini look. But and then we've got 301, and on 301, Colossal Boy, Chameleon Boy, and Shrinking Violet all changed their look again. Shrinking Violet goes to purple, Chameleon Boy goes to this purple yellow look, and Colossal Boy stays with red and blue, but he's changed the look because there's less color changes, there's more bigger blotches of color at the same place. And using the same covers here on Adventure 344, you've got Element Lad in the back, and Chameleon Boy with his old outfit. But Element Lad, again, changed by 300. He's right here wearing this blue-green monstrosity with some sort of arrow. And then on 301, he's changed and he's wearing pink and black instead of the other one. And last cover I'm going to show for Legion. Here we've got Dream Girl and Starboy, who I haven't shown yet. And on the 300 cover, Starboy is wearing, instead of wearing that purple with the yellow star, he's wearing an all-black Starfield. Plus, he's grown a beard since then. Dream Girl's standing next to him. She's gotten rid of the horrible-looking belt, and she's just wearing the white bodysuit underneath. And that's what I've got for Legion.
Okay. We got a few more examples. Maybe we could sneak around in this. We got a couple more club members popping in.
Oh, that's good, because
Hey,
Sky Steven.
Uh,
Brandon, how's it going? Long time no see.
I thought that since Alan couldn't participate, I would come in and show the flag.
I quote Rudy from the Monster Squad. I'm in the goddamn club, aren't I?
oh yeah,
You are.
yeah. Maybe we should get a battle in while we got more people.
Brandon, I got like 14 subscribers just like within an hour after I showed up on your
That's
channel.
awesome. You deserve it, man. You're passionate.
Yeah.
You love your books. You have great books. It's fun.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, dude, it's easy. You got great stuff. Hey, Katie. Steppo, how are you, sir?
I am well, sir, and you?
Good. I've been catching some of your shows where you're just. I watched you were on Biggie's channel like last week or someone's channel, and you're showing some awesome books. I can't remember. Maybe it was Matt's channel actually. It was Matt's channel. You were showing the war books.
Yes, it was. It was War 360, war all the time, warmonger. I just had to do it.
They
So
were
you
awesome.
Tommy. Oh,
You guys know the category this week?
well, it was different costumes, but I've got a whole bunch of fun Golden Age different costumes to look at.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Lay him on us, Steven.
Well, hold on a sec. What about you, Vaughn? You want to play too?
I'll judge. I have been on a major spending freeze to get ready for Terrificon this month, so I don't really have much new. I'll just hang out and watch and judge if you want me to.
Yeah, that's fine.
I always thought you were rather judgmental.
I'll judge bookies, judgy bookies, and drink beer because
I'm
it's
just
Friday.
myself. I was looking for my
this
gold
beer.
suit Daredevil, but I can't find it. I'll live. Y'all have seen one of those before anyway, right?
Which one, Biggie?
Gold suit Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
The number 5. I got number 5. Shoot. All right. So, are you in, Matt? Oh yeah. Let me play.
Well, I'm pretty much out of what I pulled.
Well, I'll battle Steppo then.
So she's cute.
Yeah.
Looks like I'll never get a bite. Harley Quinn behind me here, right there.
Yeah.
Steppo, who did that cover?
A convention sketch by Greg Horn.
Damn.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's got about 7 or 8 different uniforms she's worn over the years. So
Here she has on a flowered bikini dress, and the little crab is going to get her in the lifeguards while the other person's out in the drink drowning, which is like you do.
Steppo, who's the
You would
cover
think-
artist?
Don Gardino.
I really like both those cover. How they're very. I don't know. They're good girl cartoon though. I don't know how to explain them. They're great. Pin-up girl kind of.
Here's
style.
Millie the model and Tessie the typist.
brought to you by Shaky the Judge.
By Shaky the judge.
Yep.
Here's Georgie. She's got on her interesting swimsuit.
Nice.
America's Laugh Wit. That's sort of a half wit, which I can appreciate that. Here we go, and now Georgie, her costume has changed, and this time she's in a bikini, and the guy says, "How about a nice big smack, baby?" And she says, "Okay, you asked for it." This is a 52-pager too. Marvel.
That would be what, about 1955?
No, it would probably be, but this would be probably about 1949. And now she's gone to school. She's a teacher, and now she has on the obligatory red dress.
Yeah.
Says anybody who doesn't have his homework will have to stay in with me after school. And he's tearing up his homework. You don't say. And then these gals that are trying to get their men, and so she's a GI War Bride. This is a Superior comic from Canada. And she's dreaming of another guy while this sailor is basically having his way with her. In her green and yellow, they call them play suits.
Ain't that the way life goes? You're out there fighting the war, and your woman's back there banging.
Yeah, her boyfriend's out getting shot at, and then this 4F sailor's back there hosing her down with her green eyeliner.
Goodness gracious.
So here's we were talking about Patsy Walker. This one is evidently quite a rare book, but here's Patsy, and not only does she have on her clam digger outfit with her wasp waist, but there she is trying to figure out how she would look. And she has a stuffed toy poodle down by the mirror. So she's got her poodle ready to go. This is the artist on this one is, by the way, is Al Hartley, who did a lot of work for them. Girl's Life. And here's a girl's romance. And it's always one girl wants what she can't have, and the other guy can't have what he wants. So no one gets what they want, but it's nothing but fun and frolics there by their roasting marshmallows, and the little redhead wants the redhead stud, who has the nice gal and the brunette, and then green and yellow stripesy boy with the red nerd hat is not getting any.
So, Stefan, back in the 50s or 60s, was the redhead actually ever a stud, or am I crazy? It never's happened, as far as I know.
Say again?
So, was redheads considered stud back in the day? Because as far as I know, that's never happened.
No, the stud just happens to have red hair.
Oh, I got you.
So a stud is a stud is a stud. So he can have black hair, yellow hair. He can be a redhead. And
I was
that's
hoping
cool.
for a second that redheads were studs at one point. That's all.
Well, redheads are studs. You know that, Biggie.
Okay. I wish. Yeah.
Wasn't there one or two redheaded actors that were big time, so that became all the rage?
Well, Van Johnson was one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still going good.
Oh, I'm still going if you want.
No, absolutely.
Okay. Here's one where the gal can't figure out what she's going to wear, her red top or she's going to wear her cheetah skirt. So she decided to be compromised, and she liked the red top because the artist who drew this had a certain idea with the perspective that he had. And they both jumped out of their the MGTD that he was driving, and he's a redhead too. And they are going to exchange genetic information on the side of the road, like you do. Right. And it says, I know I shouldn't do this. I'll be miserable every moment you're away. I want to forget I ever met you. Come here. Get away. Come here. Get away.
Yeah, I don't think these kids know that cars are made for having fun in any like they used to. Like that was very common back then.
Absolutely, and you just pull off to the side of the road. Maybe not.
And that's why they used.
This is not about apparel, but this is a great book, Guadalcanal Diary.
That's really nice.
Ooh,
It is a nice one.
look at that.
That's why they used to say accidents in cars cause people.
That's correct, especially if you have a Nash, because you could turn. It said it was the car that turned couples into families.
That's right.
Because the front seats could fold all the way down to the back seat, and it turned the whole inside of the car into a bed.
Dang.
Well, here we have Graham Ingalls with a gunfighter, and she isn't quite sure. She's got her red cowboy skirt on, and then she has her tight green top. And there are wild stories of the Wild West.
Yes. very properly dressed. I like that a lot.
Here's one. Here are some girls that are dressed up, nice tight skirts, and they all want to go out and have a hot dog.
Oh, I bet my boy Comics by the Bay would like that. He's always talking about hot dogs. I don't think you met this guy yet.
But it's something about a woman wolfing down on a hot dog. Okay, so there's that one.
A little glizzy garter.
And now we have Hetty of Hollywood, and he says, and Hetty wears lots of different things. She's got her black skirt and her tight red top here today. And the store guy says, "Sir, the dolls are over here." And he says, "That's what you think."
What a header on that thing! Holy smokes, that is pretty.
It's quite the hips, from the waist to the hips.
Well, we have to do something, Matt.
Yeah, that dress had fit.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Henry Aldridge has got both a noirette and a blonde in their tight skating apparel, and they are pushing Henry right into the drink, and they're having a wonderful time.
Very nice green. I like them collars so much. I see the pretty girls, but I just see the rich collars, and I'm like, ah.
So here is Hickory, and Hickory is the redheaded guy, and I can't remember the name of the gal. Finest pair of calves I ever saw.
Man. She's got a little bow in that back. Yeah, the little dummy.
He's just a complete horse's ass in the entire book. All he does is get stuff wrong. And she's sort of lingering around, sort of Daisy May-ish, except she's a little bit more of a posh bird than Daisy May. But she's got all the stuff going, and then Hickory's wandering around, not knowing whether he's a foot or horseback.
I freaking love that. It kind of has a woody charm to it, Phil, because of Hickory too.
Here is a Joe Kubert cover from about 1949, and it's Hollywood Confessions, and it's the gal that basically does anything she can to try to get ahead in the theater, and she lays it all out on the line, and she does what she's asked to do, and she still didn't get the job, and she's a redhead too.
When did Lucille Ball become huge? I know it was before she had TV. 30s?
In the 30s, yeah. She and Lucy was built, and then there are a lot of pictures when she was she dyed her hair. She dyed her hair blonde to begin with, and then she took a whole sequence of rather naughty pictures, and she sort of regretted that. But on the other hand, she sort of enjoyed it because she was smoking hot at the time. Here is a gal that has a red dress, and unfortunately for this guy, it's too late now.
Oh, she's moved on.
That is right, JSS.
But he's got a green bow tie, so he's got that going for him.
He's trying.
He probably plays the harmonica too. Chicks dig that.
Oh yeah, it's her favorite.
Here's another gal in a red dress. This is an L.B. Cole cover. She's got a smoking gun. And the cops got her by the hand, and she says, "No, I didn't do it." And he says, "I think you did." She says, "No, I didn't." He says, "Then why is the gun smoking?" She says, "I didn't do it."
Why is the gun smoking? Because it can't break the habit.
That's right. It can't break the habit. I'll tell you, lighting the end of those things is hard as hell. Crime never pays, you know.
I'm a pretty girl. Leave me alone.
Now we're going to shift over to Jeannie. And I was talking about a harmonica, and this clown says, "Lucky I brought my harmonica, or we'd have nothing to do."
Wow.
This Jeannie is queen of the teens.
I like that. I had a blondie that kind of looked like that kind of cover.
Now here we're going to go into outer space. This is Jet Comics, and the guy's name is Jet, and he's got his frail, but they're in deep trouble because all these little alien guys have run out of this big spaceship like ants out of a hill, and they're crawling all over. They're crawling all over her, and you can't even see all the places they are. And things are bad with the Devil Machine.
You know, it looks very much like the Technodrome with the turtles.
It does.
And then we're going to get a little patriotic. Here's Joe Yank, and She's the gal like in From Here to Eternity, where she walks around. She's the commanding officer's squeeze, and she's the war of curves. And so all these poor guys are breathing heavily, and she dresses up like this and then sort of sashays around the camp trying to get them to look at her and pretending like she doesn't know what's going on. But she's built for speed.
Is he peeling spuds over there? Is that what he's up to?
Yeah, and it says, wow. What kind of French fries you call that, boy? I
You
call
know
them wow.
They make fun of the people who get all the KP duty, but if you ever read about Bill Gaines' war record, he was happy to work in the canteen.
Well, it's better not to get that than to get shot at. Here's a gal that has a little bit of fear, and all the eyes are following her. The Invisible Terror, Ghost Bride, Haunted Harbor, and Freaks Revenge.
Did you get that from Alan's cart?
I hope so, because it, just a second. Oh, drenched with his tears. It's delicious.
I love that cover.
It was as God intended. Now we're going to go into the jungle. Let's get in the jungle. We got that again. Okay, so anyway, here's jungle, and that is Ann Mason. Kaanga, Ann Mason, look at this guy's got an arrow right in the neck. And he's got filed teeth. Did you see this?
That's cool.
She's got chains on her feet, and she's lashed onto the outrigger. And almost always, Ann Mason, she's this science babe. So the science babe wants to go into the jungle and do her science thing. But then she starts out with glasses and a blouse and the +4 pants and the pith helmet and all that stuff. And then, strangely, not very long after she started, they must have killed a cheetah or something for her, and they made her the obligatory cheetah bikini. And so these guys are actually the minions of the Serpent King, who is world famous for his serpent. And so they're going to bring her back so that he can use his serpent on her. And she is concerned, and Kaanga is there with the bow and arrow, and he's going to save, and her name is Ann Mason. And Ann gets into all manner of trouble. As a matter of fact, you just can't. Now, her uniform doesn't change, but I think the way she contorts herself, we'll sort of say that's like that. So here she's got a problem. These are the golden gourds, and then shriek blood. And here is this guy with a mask, and he's about to plunge that knife right down. But the
girl just can't stay out of trouble.
Well, she's sort of smarty ass about it too. She'll basically say, "Well, I'm just going to go into the jungle." Says, "You be careful."
It makes me want to go to a Jane Goodall lecture even more now. See what happened to her.
And of course, then there's more trouble because she's being burned at the stake here. These are all Joe Doolin covers from Fiction House. He did a lot of these covers for Fiction House. Great artist. And here she's going to be squeezed like a lemon.
Nice. I like
Fire Gems of Llama Lost. And there seems to be, I hope you know there is, I don't mean to be repetitive, but there does seem to be a recurring theme here. Here she is with the horror crawl. Do you know what a crawl is? Kraal.
No, I don't actually.
It's a village. It's a village that has mud huts and stuff.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Here she's got a problem, and the rhino is going to ram the hell out of her, and Kaanga's going to have to try to stop this thing with a spear. She's floating down the river, evidently in bondage yet again. Monsters from the Mistlands.
I think she really needs to learn the safe word.
I think that she's beyond that. And then she always says, "Well, I just don't understand." And they always have slavers that are trying to grab her and enslave her to take her back to Arabia or wherever it is that they're getting slaves. Because in the Golden Age, you could do that kind of stuff. You don't do that stuff anymore. But here you have the black guy with the cornrows, and then you have an Arab with a very pronounced beak. And that's what you get a lot of that stuff where these are Arab slavers who have their black minions in Africa, the Belgian Congo. You know, the Belgian Congo is very, very crowded because you've got, I don't know how many jungle princesses live there, but they must bump into one each other. I mean, there's Tiger Girl, there's Miss Panther, there's Rula, there's Camilla, there's Tiger Girl, there's Sari, there's Ann Mason.
Don't forget, even Tintin went to the Congo.
Tintin went to the jungle, did he?
He went to the Congo. That was one of the books.
I make lots of connections when I read books, but I confess to you, when I look at these covers, I don't really think much about Tintin.
Well, it's only because of the title that I thought of it. The Congo.
And here we got a gal that's got a fruit salad on her head, but the gal in the green dress that's very tight and shiny and oily is being lashed, and it's an oddball situation, and it's not for once it's not Ann Mason, it's some other frail, and the skull down at the bottom, the Cannibal Caravans. This cover was done by John Solardo. He's another guy that worked for the Iger House of Art, which provided the artwork for Fiction House. Here is Ann Mason, who is reclined, and Kang has got a big tiger on her, a saber-toothed tiger, Morass of the Mammoths. I like this one.
Did they go back in time, or did they find a lost valley?
Absolutely, every issue. And then here she has a wild elephant, and she's sitting right on the top of his head, and his eye is popped open because this time Anne decided that she wasn't going to be a victim, but they've got their hands full with all manner of leopards.
Steppo, besides the good girl art in these, I mean, the time, like, there's all these animal, they're putting in elephants and rhinos and stuff. Was that was the African Sahara jungle, was that very romanticized at the time? Is that how they?
No, it was all about adventure and showing a lot of skin, and also having positions and postures which were somewhat suggestive. But it's sometimes you're in the desert. Sometimes they bury you and they're gonna run you through. A lot of the Fox Features stuff, Fox Features Syndicate jungle books are more graphic than Fiction House. But Fiction House has a lot of that sort of stuff going too. As these books got older, I mean, as these books were getting newer and newer, you'll see that the white disc that says 52 pages. These are getting a little bit longer later in the day. And the covers got better, but the interiors got worse. That is to say, there were a lot more words in it. But this is a really beautifully constructed cover.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. That's gorgeous, actually.
This is a particularly good one, where you again have the stereotype of the big black slave, and then you have the Arabs, and they've got Ann Mason, and she's basically lashed up, and they're on their way to take her to whoever, the scourge of the Sudan. And so Kang is going to have to do a lot of squaring off. He's got 3 guys to kill right here. But she is beautiful.
Well, the art, there's no question, the art is absolutely fantastic.
Stunning, yeah.
This one, the guy is black as coal. You can see up here, he's black as coal with his shield and a knife. He's got the Black Panther, the Black Terror, and again, Ann Mason appears to be having difficulty. Ann has a lot of difficulty.
She's always getting kidnapped. It's terrible.
Well, when you look like that, you wander around in one of them kind of bikinis, they're going to grab you. So here we also got her again, and this guy's got his hands on her. And things are bad, and he's got black cats all over it.
Is it the same guy that keeps kidnapping her?
Well, I think he has a very large extended family, Bleak.
King Koopa all over again. Jesus.
So here's a cute one called Junie Prom, and she's sort of a tops in teenage fun, and she's a very, very cute girl.
Oh. Quite adorable.
I'm guessing she should move out of the mud hut and get something like, that's a little more secure.
Something, yeah, man. Stop making your house out of straw or something.
There's no use fighting it, Kathy. It's bigger than both of us.
He's not wrong. Stephen, you got a picture of Harley Quinn on one of your comic book boxes behind you. Is that new?
Oh, that's I'll show you what that is. I went to a convention, and a buddy of mine wanted to meet Greg Horn.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I went up and I said, all of these aisles were just jammed with people, all down by him. All Artist Alley was virtually empty. They were all down by Greg Horn's thing, and he had prints, and he didn't have very much. He only had very, very few pieces of original art.
Right.
And so I said, I'd like to, and all my buddy wanted to do was to shake his hand and say, I really love your work. So they had two minions behind the counter, and it was like a land office business, money and posters and things changing hands. And so I said, I thought, well, this is 2014. And I said, well, do you suppose I could actually get him a commission from Greg? And he says, let me check. And so he walks into the back somewhere, and he comes back. He says, no, he's not doing anything like that. And I said, okay, what's the most expensive piece of art you have by him? And it was a thing, the original art for one of these Marvel cards of the Black Widow that he did. I said, how much is it? They said $600. I said, done. I gave him $600. I said, now, can I please get a piece of art from Greg Horn? He says, just a minute. He says, Greg says he'll be happy to do it for you, but you have to provide the paper.
What the fuck?
And I'm thinking to myself, for God's sake, really? So just down the aisle was Neil Adams, and I had just spent a lot of time with Neil at a signing, so I knew, and his wife. So I walked down there, and he was busy signing and talking with someone. So I asked his spouse, I said, hi, how are you doing? She says, fine, Steve, how are you? I said, do you suppose I could have a piece of art paper? She said, sure, no problem. She went over to where Neil was, and she took one of his portfolio, pulled out a cut piece of paper. And this was the piece of paper. And so I went back, I gave him the piece of paper like they asked me to, and I gave him $200 or $300. And then I said, this was in the beginning of the day, and I said, I'll be back. And they said, okay, fair enough. So then I'm walking around the convention. I didn't find anything to buy. I was spending enough money on art, as far as that was going. So I came back, and the guy says, hey, buddy. I said, yeah. He says, hey, he didn't think that the paper was going to be that big.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, Jesus.
And I said, oh, really? And I said, well, I'm sorry. Here's another couple $100. Okay, that'll probably do. That's better. So then we left again, and then I came back again. I said, and then he says, well, it was a lot more than he figured he was going to do, but he was okay. I said, would it be all right? Would it be okay? Because I wanted my buddy to at least be able to shake his hand and say, hi, how are you? I admire you. I like your work. And I'm thinking to myself, if you could tear yourself away from whatever you're doing back there and come out and talk to a fan who made the pilgrimage to this thing just to see you, to shake your hand, to tell you what a good guy you are.
Yeah.
And he walked back and says, just a second. And I said, plus, I'd like to shake his hand and thank him for the piece of art. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say this. Plus, I've just given you about $800-900. I'd kind of like to see his face. So he walked and he came back out. He says, hey, he's not available. He left. And I said, okay, well, there you go. Well, fast forward to a little while, like 3 or 4 months later, and Greg Horn came back again. But this time, Greg Horn was behind the counter, and he was helping with the stuff. So he said, hi, guys, how are you? He didn't know who we were. And so I said, well, I was the fellow that had commissioned you for that Harley Quinn. Oh, yeah, that turned out really good. I said, thank you. I said, by the way, we were trying to say hi to you the last time, and we basically, I very diplomatically said, but you treated us like crap. And he was mortified. He was absolutely mortified. He says, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I got tangled up in something, but that's no excuse." He shook our hands and he said, "I'm sorry," and he was a very nice guy. But this is the piece that he produced for me of Harley Quinn.
That is awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, I knew it was awesome. I could see it just sort of sneaking around that.
Oh, the hammer is so good, Steppo. Hammer is really.
But you know, you get a commission done and you say, "Oh, well, I remember it." This one I remember very well because he was such a stunk the first time, and then the next time he actually was a really good guy.
Fiddlechip says he just downloaded 2 gigs of Lucille Ball photos, and she was in fact very enchanting in her earlier years. Okay, all right. Took a minute, but he found them. He found the pictures.
There was, well, of course, it was like in the 30s. I mean, the late 30s and stuff like that. So things were a little bit different. But she was trying to make ends meet, as you would. Here's Carrie Drake. Here's a blonde that has a little difficulty with a thug, and she's got her feather dress on, and she's not happy about it.
Thank you for indulging me with the great corner in the picture.
Well, you're extremely welcome. My pleasure. Here is the only issue of this periodical from St. John's, and it was produced by Lily Renee after she left Fiction House. She went to work for St. John, and this was her own creation, Kitty.
That was a girl female artist, huh?
Lily Renee was she lived a very long time, and really fascinating story. This is Kitty number 1. It was the only one. She escaped Nazi Germany to England, and basically, because she was very good at what she did, it turned out really well for her art. Here's one. I'm shifting back to the beach, and it's Leave It to Binky, and this is a Bob Oxner cover.
Oh.
Very nice.
And here is Lil Abner, and here he is with Daisy May, and they're the couple on the cover to Laps magazine.
Now, I don't know what lapse means.
No one does.
Okay. I wasn't going to sit here and pretend like I was smart, though. I was trying to figure it out.
Here is a L.B. Cole cover, Popular Teenagers with the Secrets of Love. And here they are, Exciting Intimate Confessions.
Man, that's about as good as what looking guy you can get in comic books right there, man. Look at that
And this guy that has the Widow's Peak hairstyle, he gets around. I have him in about 4 or 5 different covers by L.B.
Yeah,
Cole.
didn't we sort of make fun of that on one of Alan's shows?
I think we did, because I don't know if I showed you this one, but this guy gets around. He's got a blonde, he's got a brunette, he's got these, but it's the same Mandinka guy. Here we have Love Adventures. The blonde is saying, "Kiss me, Frank. Tell me that it's me you love. But what about Sharon? She's your best friend and my fiancée." And guess who's coming through the door?
I don't know, his wife?
Frank.
I'm guessing that's the fiance.
And this is the trope where the guy is hooking up with the wrong gal, and then the jilted gal is coming in from the door.
Yeah.
52 pages of true love adventures.
Hey, he's looking pretty happy there. He ain't going to be happy for long.
Well, that's because Clarice's got a knife about 7 inches long that she's going to deposit in his kidney. Here's Love and Marriage. She looks like a Maureen O'Hara. She's a nice Irish girl, and she's got red hair too.
Yeah, it looks like Peg Bundy. A little bit.
A little bit.
Got her hair going, yeah.
Superior Comics. Now we got another Love and Marriage. My Greedy Heart. And again, you got the blonde in the red dress with the trick pelvis, who's got the gal in green who has the flat-looking hair and figure that her boyfriend Ramon has decided to give her the heave ho. We're still with Love and Marriage.
And that is when, Ramon decides to become Martin Sheen.
He becomes Martin Sheen.
Yes, so that he can get away. Well, you know his real name is Ramon Estevez, right?
Here's one, Too Late for Regret, My Mixed Up Heart. We got a guy playing the violin, and she's going to do something with him she didn't figure she would do.
Beautiful.
Like you do. Here's a gal who is an exhibitionist who was just putting her dress on while Canadian Joe is across the way looking through the window.
Man, them boobs are a little lopsided there. Is that both?
Well, we caught her at an inopportune time, but she was more busy working with her red hair and getting her green eyeliner on, and so that she could have the Putz Toronto in the window there, figure out what's going on.
A little shuffle. Yeah, a little shuffle.
So we go back to LB Cole. I hope you don't mind. Is this if I'm going too long? Say
No,
so.
I love it. I got a big stack too. Don't worry.
Putz Toronto and his buddy Monty Montreal. Here's Monty Montreal, and he's got this gal that he's talked into posing for her, and he says, I'm marrying her for her money alone. It's you I really care for. And the jilted gal in the mink coat's coming through the door with her butler. Seems I picked the most inopportune time for you to see the samples, so I'm terribly sorry. She says, I am too. Get me my Thompson.
A lot of Canadian jokes coming from a guy that lives in Portland. You just relax over there, mister.
Here is a gal that looks sort of like Doris Day, and her name is Clarice, and the artist is concerned because she's too big a star for him, and he's painting her as she's singing with the microphone. She's beautiful. She's got a nice short 50s haircut, early 50s haircut, and he doesn't know how he's going to work it out, but it's a portrait of love.
Wow.
Now we go back to Mandinka Boy, and here he is with the Noirette. They basically have swam over from the yacht in the harbor there, and she brought her little purse that has the things that you need, which is a lighter and a pack of butts. Like you do.
Yeah.
And but he's got his widow's peak going again, and she is built.
I see Brooklyn saying that's the same guy from earlier.
Yeah, it is the same guy. LB Cole, he loved having this guy doing this stuff. He's a lucky guy, actually.
I hope you remember to bring the Propyl optics.
What are those? What are those? You don't need that, honey.
That didn't work.
Here's a guy that is having lonely hours. She says, I want to love you, but it isn't fair to Jim, who is the serviceman who just got back. But you'll notice that Horace, what's his name? Val Victoria from Canada, has got his right hand, and it's almost to the promised land.
Yeah, it is.
He's gone to the Rocky Mountains at Lake Louise, has he?
Yes, he's looking at Louise's Lake, and there you go. So then we got this one. This is Love Diary. Bright Love, and she put initials on her shirt so that she would know who the hell she is.
That's making me think that Laverne and Shirley.
Yes, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Here's Ace Comics Love Experiences, Tantalizing Kisses, and Forbidden Excitement, all for 10 cents.
Wow.
And other true-to-life adventures, and he's got her in his pillow harem, and Studs Toronto is his cousin. This is Slapsy Maxie Toronto, and he's having a wonderful time. And he's looking at her pearl necklace and he's thinking about things.
I just want to remind you of a slogan that an actual Canadian city almost used. Regina rhymes with fun.
Very good. Then that's a good tourist type thing. Here's a gal that is built, and the piano player is now the roles are reversed. That it's the girl that's having a lot of fun, and she's got Rico Suave with his mustache is putting the clamp on her. She's got on her red dress with the trick fasteners just above her headlights, and it says here, "Scandal rocks the city. Big City USA. Girls who sell their kisses. Men who buy them cheap. The whole ugly story revealed today. The intimate inside story of Sin Town," which I think is just north of Halifax. So these gals are yakety yakking and they're drinking and smoking and they're not as pretty as she is. And he knows he's losing out because he can see that, like I say, Rico Suave's got he's got her figured out. And this is a guy that wants to help a girl in the office. It's always important to help the girls in the office because they work so hard in the steno pool. So he's helping her type, and he's close enough so that he can use his type director.
Yeah, he is.
Why should I love him? Why should I fall in love? Haven't I been jilted too often? Yeah, because okay. So that's her. Here's some love romances. You might imagine that this is my L. This is the alphabetically. So there's a lot of love in the L portion of the box. Here's love romances. She's got a dress on that I don't think she really realized. I think it was a dark room when she got dressed. And it says, "The way you look tonight." And Rico Suave's cousin, Mortimer, who's not nearly as successful with his red bow tie, but she appears to be going along with it and is going to feed him to boot. Love memoirs taken from true life. Do you know what true life is? The artists and the writers are saying, what are we going to make up today? Here's a guy and a gal that are at the dance and they're dressed to the nines. The man he was all I had ever wanted, but he could never be mine. Don't miss the man for Mary Wilson. And Rico has got her in his clutches in her red dress and golden gloves, and they are so enamored with one another, and the testosterone and estrogen are doing what they need to do. They're sitting on giant rocks.
Damn. Well dressed.
Love Secrets. This is a quality comic. It says, "I won't stand a chance with the boy I loved once my beautiful twin sisters took over." So this guy gave Red with the pig ponytails or with the braided hair, the heave-ho with her cuffed jeans for the twins who appear to be ready to do a little something.
Well, they're actual twins. I thought it was just a reference. Oh,
So
nice.
she's things are not looking good for her. And here we have, "You can't have Brett. He's mine. Patty, I warn you." Really? Why don't you tell that to Brett?
Damn, I love that header. Yeah. It's
What?
always, it's funny how the guys are always like handsy with the chicks that they like.
Yeah, they're always touching them and grabbing them and stuff like that. Not like these days. Here's Lucky Comics, but she's not very lucky. She's getting thrown into the fire by the wild man.
Damn.
But he's about to catch a fireman's axe right in the neck.
Wow. A lot of action going on in that cover.
This was in there too, the first Black Adam.
Oh, that'll work. Yeah.
Mm.
I always like the uncle.
Oh, just the first Black Adam. You know, nothing major. It's fine. Just that little tiny.
Like you do. Here's Millie the model, and she's wearing a little red one-piece Catalina swimsuit. And the fish thinks she's beautiful too.
Look at that floaty, man. That's really fashionable.
And here is another one of the named girl covers for a timely Marvel Atlas, and this is Mitzi #1.
The
But
soda
I just-
cover.
But I distinctly said no cherry. I'm on a diet. And the guy's little hat says jerk, soda jerk. I always was kind of wondering, what's the banana doing there?
Well, she hasn't had a cherry for a long time. I don't think. She's on a diet, Steven. Look how thin she is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and you'll notice that she has her heel hooked on the step to get up onto the stool. You see that little touch? Isn't that fun? You can see that.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, the Woolworths near my place actually had one of those counters.
Here is a very bizarre Jack Kirby cover. I have only seen one copy of this book. It's a Hillman publication called My Date, but it's all Jack Kirby.
You can almost hear Biggie's ears perk up.
My date will rate with your date. And so that's the schlub guy from Manitoba is being hauled out on the sofa, which is, I think was also, the color scheme was done by a Canuck, because you got a yellow sofa and a red pillow with white polka dots on it.
Fortunate for me, Jack Kirby romances are fairly easy to get. You get them for like $20 to $50. You look hard enough.
Yeah. House Date Harry. Now we have my experiences. She's having a difficult time. This is a Fox Features Syndicate, and the paper is very, very porous and cheap and cheap and cheap. And so they also would put part of the story on the inside of the back cover, and only on one color. So it would be black and white and then just red. So the red, if you notice, it sort of bleeds through. But she is a beautiful. The covers on these. My sin was a secret. I courted danger. I loved thoughtlessly. And he says, I'm fed up. Here's a gal that knows what's what. I can give you wealth beyond your wildest dreams. And she says, well, if that's the case, I guess I can do something with you. We can work on that. This gal has a problem with him. She says, my love life. She says, now, you listen to me. My forbidden affair. I gambled with love, plus other exciting love stories. These are not easy to get, frankly. They didn't survive very well. They show up now and again. Here's one that's was right out of Canada. It's called My Personal Problem. And it's my other. Only yesterday I was so frightened I'd never again be able to call you my other darling. So she has a darling, right? Okay. And she was concerned that she wouldn't have him as her other darling. Now, what's going on here? You're absolutely right. So
One
there's
American
that.
man is worth 2 Canadian on the exchange rate.
Here's one where a gal, she's nasty because she's smoking a cigarette right on the cover. And the guy says, allow me. And she says, I will. I dare to love, my secret shame, and other exciting love stories. So she's cutting a butt. She's an evil lady. She's one of
Actually,
them city women.
I have to admit, I find the ones that use the holders a lot sexier than just regular.
Here's a secret marriage, and he's got her in a clinch. They're down by the waterfront, and the good thing is they don't have any of the titles, but it's more of the same inside. And down below you have Nancy Drake, personal heart problems. So you have these gals who write letters in as if they did. So the editor said, "Okay, listen, I'm gonna figure. Let's see. I've got a letter for you. Okay, my boyfriend is dating his ex-girlfriend. Okay, her as his ex-girlfriend, but they're just friends. Should I worry?" Signed, Worried. And then Nancy Drake says, "Well, be careful and be sure to keep your lines of communication open." Here are mysteries, weird and strange, and this gal's got problems because she's in the graveyard with skulls and the devil has popped out and is about to have a question with her. This is also Superior Comics, Uncanny Mysteries and Weird and Strange. This is from September of 1954, which is the month and year that the code was basically started. So this book is pre-code, but because of course it would have been in August, it would have come out a month earlier. But September of 54 was when the Comics Code Authority came in. So there's that one. But even though this one's later, it still is not code. And this is from November of 54. And it's the first appearance of Thing from the Addams Family.
Wow. I mean, that ain't real, I guess, but that's cool as hell.
That's pretty awesome.
Decapitated hand for y'all.
I love the maroon. The color strikes on these Superior comics are just great. All this stuff pre-code. And I got I have two more.
Oh, good.
I buy modern books with that same header, and if that header's on a modern book, I will always buy it. You know, they're always homaging stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but I'll buy it. I don't care who's in the comic. I'm just like, yeah, I need that in my life. Dang it all.
What does it say?
I love headers. We did a whole show on headers before.
Those old horror headers, man, from the 50s and stuff.
These things
You
are
can do
so-
15 more if you want. I don't care, Steppo. If you got
Well,
more, I see stuff.
I don't want to. I've monopolized your time too much.
No.
Here's my true love. Thrilling confession stories. In this issue, Almost a Party Girl. I hated the man I loved. Well, that's a good one. And other revealing love stories. She seems to be having a difficulty with this guy. He says, "You will never understand."
I wish you could see me, Steph. I'm smiling the whole time, man. I love this shit. It's fucking great.
And the last one I have is Oscar. Did Oscar ring the bell, Flo? We don't know yet. He can't even lift the hammer.
Oh, poor little pipsqueak guy.
Oh,
So that's a whole bunch of stuff. I hope you enjoyed.
Beautiful.
I really appreciate it. I like
Yeah.
Well done, Steppo.
Round of applause for Steppo.
Well done.
All right, I got a nice chunk. So we're going to have a vote after this. Steppo's books and me, unless someone else wants in this.
Can I just show one book, actually?
Yeah, you show as many as you like.
You got like a whole bunch. So I'm just gonna jump in between you guys and just show one book.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got this a little while back.
Oh yeah.
It turned out. Are you satisfied how it turned out?
It is absolutely gorgeous. I pressed it. It is really, really nice, actually.
Wow.
So pressed and clean. That's beautiful. But I just got this in the mail today, and this predates. So this is a costume change. There you see Zorro on the front in his black mask, and there you see him on the front cover as Don De La Vega.
So that looks like a Russian PPSH but it's supposed to be a Thompson with that drum. May I ask a favor?
Sure.
Could you crack it and see what Zorro looks like on the inside, or is it just on the cover?
It's just on the cover.
And does it say that it's Zorro?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, let's see a little bit of that inside sweet goodness, man.
Only if you want to. If you don't want to open it, don't.
If you feel like it's
don't wanna open
brittle
it.
or something, don't worry about it.
It is a 10 center. I'd rather not because it's a 5.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
don't open it.
It looked like one of them 10 centers that had a nice hardy
It's
flat
pretty
paper.
good. I just don't know where to look, so it'd have to be a second.
Yeah, no pressure. Take your time. It's all part of the process. I understand. We're all excited to see Zorro in a different fashion. I like that kind of stuff.
Mhm. Already a touch disappointed.
Oh, you know what? We got D coming in. Hold on one moment.
Oh, yeah.
He was here earlier.
Listen, guys, I gotta drop out. I'm getting really tired here.
Yeah, okay, Matt. Thank you. for
I'll
coming in.
patch the rest on the reprint because I do want to
Catch
see
you on the rebound, Matt.
You
Later,
know, I
Matty.
want to see.
Thanks
what
for your
they
help
do.
with Alan.
Hey, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, that was really good of you.
Hi, Dean. It's nothing personal. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. So
Very personal.
All right.
I'm not taking it pretty personally.
Especially
I'll
D.
take it.
Bleak.
I've been up
Good
since
night,
3:30 in the a.m.
Yeah.
4
good
a.m.
night,
for me.
everybody.
Matt, have a good night.
Bob and Swab in here.
Later, Matt. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Some Peachy in here. That's pretty cool. A couple of different stories.
One in, one out. No problem.
Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Absolutely. If there is no panels of them, then maybe you got the wrong damn book. I don't know what's going on.
Definitely not. I think he's just on the cover, to be honest.
Who was it that determined that was going to be Zorro? Who says that? Is it like on Grand Collector Database? I mean, did somebody say it or?
Yeah, it's on like a big database.
Well, I'll let Bleeker take a couple minutes. I'll start on my stack. You know, there's Hawk and a nice little black woman beater, wife beater.
No.
Everybody-
Lomazzi.
Here's another Hawk with a fashionably ripped and some buckled pants. Right? Oh, shit. I just slammed my lamp. Oh, very, very professional over here at the Biggie Shack Network. You only get that kind of entertainment here.
We're very professional here.
There's a bunch of Deadpools. There's a Deadpool dog I've never seen before. Deadpool bear, I believe. A Lucha Deadpool. So I thought that'd be fun. And you got my boy Deadpool with a crown. Right.
I have found
Oh, good.
Zorro.
Let's check that out.
So, I don't know. Let me hold on to this. So right in here, I don't know if you can see it.
Zorro, there it is. So
Yep.
did he just come out of did he just appear out of the smoke?
It looks that way, and now he's got his
No, up above it, there's if you go pull it
his
down.
His whip.
No, that's Kid Eternity.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so then,
And then he's just sort of as there.
so Kid Eternity can go through time and pull people out to help him. Was that the shtick?
I'm guessing that's the shtick. And he pulled Zorro out of Zorro, and then it's.
The pages look beautifully white.
They are nice. There is
They
one.
look nice pages on that.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm really happy.
That is unusual to have that.
one page. It has a corner torn. Or ripped,
Oh yeah.
but that is all the damage on this book. So that's
Okay. Not so bad.
not so bad at all.
No. And you know the best thing about that book? It is floating in Alan's tears.
It is.
It's not just doused with Alan's tears. It is immersed. It is floating in Alan's tears.
Yes, Alan went looking for this book, but I happened to buy it before he got it. So I'm very,
He had it down. He knew what it was. He had it in hand, or he had already bought it. And then he let the cat out of the bag. And then Alan was all wound up, and off he went. And guess where he went? Right into the wall.
I thought you were going to say straight to eBay and buy the book.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's
My
what he
comic
did,
shop.
and it had already sold to someone named Bleeker.
Oh,
I actually did a little more digging. I went to eBay first, and then I went to the guy's personal website, and then I went to his page on IG, and I said, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?
wow.
Hey, man,
Nice.
you want to give me a little deal?"
That's great.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I like that's a great story.
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
So I bought this because I thought it was going to be like important, but it wasn't important. But
That's important.
yeah, it's Wolverine with the Thanos gauntlet. Like,
It's still cool though.
That's a cool cover, though.
Yeah, like
All the Infinity, like the Gauntlet covers, I find them to be awesome, man. Even when the stupid Disney characters are wearing them.
so we're doing suit changes. So there's the black suit, chrome.
Yes.
Black suit, chrome. Here is Supergirl with the mini dress on or something, right?
Yes, that cover actually, Biggie. That is one of the most desirable because all of those pictures of Supergirl that you got on the cover there, they were all submitted by people in the fans of the title, and they said if we use your whatever it is, we use your costume. So they had all these different ideas. The readers have sent in so many great ideas for a new costume. I just don't know which one to pick, and so they got their pictures put onto the cover.
Oh wow,
That's a great one.
I'm glad I pulled that out. So the first Black Panther, he's got a cape, so it's a little different, you know.
Oh yeah.
Always enjoyed that part of that cover. And then you got Mary Jane. This is a controversial where she's just naked, you know.
Oh,
Now that's Marvella or whatever it is? Marville.
yeah, Marvel.
Those are naughty.
Pretty naughty. That's your boy Greg Horn.
Greg Horny.
This is what Spider-Man looked like before the black suit, 301, you know. This is a Robert Conrad cover with Ross Martin, the first Wild Wild West.
Wow.
Very dapper vest he has on.
My brother was really pissed at that movie. My brother collected all the toys when he was a kid, all the Wild Wild West toys.
Well, Will Smith is not James
Yeah,
West.
what he
He's not
said,
James
too.
West.
That's what he said too. And I can't blame him. I get pissed now too. I'm like, God dang it all. So I guess I understand it now. When I was young, I liked the Will Smith movie. I thought it was fun.
I do like Will Smith, or I did, but he ain't James West.
No. James
Yeah,
West.
this book right here has made the Collector Club about 10 different times. Let me take the back out of it.
Well, that for the most people on the cover,
Yeah, most
or
people
the
on the
most
cover.
Deadpools.
Yeah, I put this in my speculation. If anybody watches the movie, there's pretty much a scene that looks just like this. And then there's more on the back too. So there you go. There's all different types of outfits on that one. Here's one of the first black suits.
Oh yeah.
No, I had an argument with my local comic shop about the first Black Suit Spider-Man. They were like, no, it's this book. And I'm like, okay.
Well, here's the other one. Yeah, there's the other black suit.
That's the first one. Then there's a Marvel team up Spider-Man team up that is the second one.
Yeah, the one with the purple cover. Him and he's yes, I know the one. You're
Him, Black Widow, and Daredevil are on that cover.
Hmm.
So
The
this
Secret
is
Wars
good.
8 is the first. It's the origin of the black suit.
Here's a yellow suit, gold suit, Daredevil.
Oh, I got that
I
one.
like the yellow suit better than the red suit. I always did. I liked it right from the start.
And there's the red suit.
I thought they did a pretty good job with the yellow suit in the TV series.
Yes.
When they sort of brought it out, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Here is,
Been a bad show. Oh, there he is.
yeah, Lobo looking very not Lobo-like.
Yeah, but he's still my guy. Lobo's awesome.
Yeah.
I just bought the Sabrina, the Dan Parent homage to that, where Sabrina is the gal that's all disheveled and all of her clothes are torn off on the front of the cycle.
Poor Sabrina.
This one's the origin of Warlock and the first appearance of the other guy, the evil Warlock. I forget his name. But the big giant gold belt is like a different kind of suit, I'd say. That's pretty cool.
It's a good Warlock.
Different,
cover.
totally.
Nice cover, man.
Yeah, I call this the Ric Flair cover. What's the other guy's called name? Not Warlock, the evil Warlock. Anybody got it off the top of their head?
Marvel Jesus.
I plead
The
ignorance.
Void.
No, I don't think it was the Void. I have to think about it. Anyways, this has nothing to do with anything, but
Cool.
I grabbed both of those anyway, just because, you know.
Cool as
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I guess I thought they were black suit, but it was too late. I didn't put them back. Here is Submariner in his cheetah shorts.
Do you like the cheetah shorts or do you like the green undies? I don't know. I'm torn.
I don't think there's many cheetah short covers, so
I like the
guess I'll
cheetah
take
shorts. I think I prefer the cheetah shorts.
Was
Yeah.
that FF6, Biggie? Is that number 6?
Yeah, it is number 6. That's my DD. That's my Doctor Doom spec right there.
Oh yeah.
Here's a gold suit Iron Man. Not very gold because it's washed, but there you go.
What is that? The second or third appearance of Iron Man?
Yeah, third Iron Man. My favorite of the gold suit covers by far.
Yeah.
And then I showed the last book I'm going to show is the red suit, regular one. So we're going to vote in the chat and see who wins. Just to say we had a battle. I mean, clearly by
Chat should vote for me because I showed the first appearance.
yeah. Anybody else has got anything to show, they can show them too. Bleeker's
I vote for Bleeker.
Oh, Bleeker might win.
Get out of here. Get out of here, guys.
I was telling
Get out of here.
Come
I was
on.
telling Matt about this book right here, and Seppo was there.
I saw that book somewhere else recently because I swear to God, people are watching your show.
Well, it has the card.
Mm.
Yeah, I found the one with the card. I got like 40s. I just gave one away, but this is the only one I got with a card.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know where the card came from. It's probably just a collector that, was like, I'll take that card. Anybody else got any books to show? I think we nailed the topic. We could talk about some stuff too. Magnus. That's it, Lady Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, Evil Warlock is Magnus.
I got just 2 books I can show, just because I haven't got much in, but
Come on, let's
they're
see.
up your
Let's
alley.
see.
This one was Pockets Full of Comics, Tyler. I know some people have seen in the community. He inherited his grandfather's Golden Age collection, 700 books. He started this thing. It's basically an AOK. So he sent me Marvel Tales 106.
Ooh,
Nice.
Hold on 1 second. We got Huda. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice Russ Heath cover.
Nice.
Little skulls.
Yeah, it's skulls.
Slowly amassing the Golden Age pre-code. And then this other book, just because I saw it on Biggie's Instagram today, he posted the Where Monsters Dwell, #1, but this is the original, the OG. So Tales of Suspense, number 10.
Oh, cool.
That is very cool. And a 4, it's a high grade for that book.
Yeah, and pre-hero monsters, 1960. So a year before the FF came out, and I love this because this was this was a My Comic Shop. I saw it on eBay, and I checked the seller was My Comic Shop, and of course I went to My Comic Shop, and it was much cheaper. So I got it for like $130 shipped. And this is the next time they use Cyclops was recycled into the X-Men.
Now, I think he was in a Tales to Astonish, though.
Who's that?
Cyclops against Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I thought it was after. From what I had read, it was after because I was looking up the prototypes and stuff. I thought it was after that they had put Cyclops in the X-Men that came out. Maybe I'm wrong.
You have to have a fight video tuned up for that, like the whatever.
Steppo's going to find it.
One of those video game fight things. Fight.
Exactly.
When someone has an argument on the show, we need a fight video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you know something? Here I go to.
All right, put Steppo on.
All right.
Yeah, here's a Steppo. Steppo's got something.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you know this about Steppo. He is a advisor to the guide, so
Okay, so
it's around.
I advise that you shouldn't mix in.
I need to know what year that was. What if you don't mind taking it out?
So you have to know, huh?
Well, this will end the debate because this came out in 60. X-Men was 63. So I'd have to look up the month, but if that's any time before 63, then Steppo has beat me.
I haven't opened this book since wow. This is from the East Lansing collection, and it is like a jeez.
Well, you forced me to show you my Zorro now.
That is the one.
I don't want to see your Zorro.
That's the one I was thinking. That's the one I was thinking. The other book that has a Cyclops, but
a
what
nice
year?
Okay, and this is from.
That is nice condition. Jeez. Break out the glasses.
So when is the FF? You're saying
No, X-Men was September of '63.
Oh, it's way
has the Cyclops?
That's when Cyclops. That's when X-Men came out.
This is August of '63.
Ooh.
So yes, that came out 1 month before the X-Men. I apologize. 'Cause that came out in August. X-Men was
You see
September.
the cover gloss on this thing?
Yeah, it's really nice. Dude.
That's really good grade.
Condition. Jeez.
I stand corrected. Well done, Steppo.
Well, it's not my intent
So
to.
those are the only two Cyclops mentions then before, I believe, in story before Cyclops of the X-Men came out.
These this was Harley Yee and one other guy, because Harley lives in East Lansing, Michigan, and this whole collection came up, and all of the big boys got the FFs and the Thors and the Tales of Suspense, Spider-Mans, all of that stuff, and they couldn't care less about Strange Tales or Tales to Astonish.
Give me all
And
of them.
those are my two favorites. And so I said, no problem. And that's where I went in. I spent big, because whoever put this collection together did an I mean, the guy was, whoever he was, took, I mean, just right off the newsstand and then put away carefully and just left alone.
Yeah, that's very high grade. Yeah, Strange Tales and Tales of give me all of them. I love them too.
All right.
Love them.
But I like that. That's a high grade for that book, Brandon.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I paid I think $5, $6 for this today. I just said, and yeah, it was $5. It was marked 10, and I said, that is way too beat up, man. There's no way. Can't pay that much for that. But that was a good show.
We got it. Yeah.
I think Bleecker won. Bleecker won the best dressed covers.
I think that's only right.
Yeah. He got the Zorro.
You know what? I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you to all my people. Appreciate y'all.
I'd like to thank all the little people
All my people.
who've made me what I am today.
D-Runk had X-Men right behind him.
Me or what is it?
Cover.
D-Runk, I don't even know what's happening with D right now. He's just sort of looking, he hasn't said a word, just looking off into space. What's happening?
He's analyzing.
Dude, I'm drunk as fuck right now.
There it is. There it is.
Drunk as a skunk. That's what my boy does.
Bam.
Who that's muted? He might be busy. I'm glad you made it, D.
I'm here. What is the name of my channel?
D-Runk.
Yeah, there you go.
Drunk Comics.
Sometimes you get D-Runk, sometimes you get comics, sometimes you get both. Tonight you just get D-Runk.
But you always get a drink. You always get a drink.
So I had a fun week collecting comics. I got a bunch of little minor keys and stuff, and I hope y'all had a good week. I do got a bit of an announcement. I'm gonna handle this by myself, but you guys are welcome to join if you want. Top 15 collectors are on the next Collector Club,
Oh, wow.
and I will announce the top 15 YouTube comic collectors on that show. So that would be.
Well, I'm not on YouTube, so I'm out.
No, you're in. You're definitely in.
You're
Oh,
on YouTube every Monday, every Friday, every Sunday. Come on now. Let's be honest here, Steppo.
Yeah,
Biggie,
you count.
I meant to ask, did you when you asked for that, did you want just people to send you pictures of the books they've acquired in the past year? Is that what it
No.
was? Or
We're going on a strictly trust. If I catch you lying, which I'm not saying you're a liar, but if I do, I will disqualify anybody that sends me something they don't have. So I haven't been quizzing people. I just trust the people that I've asked, and they've sent me what they got, and I just believe them. But if I see like AF-15, I don't know you got AF-15, I might ask.
Oh, that's what I forgot to put on my list. My AF-15 and my detective.
how many books are supposed to be on each person's list?
That's the fun part. As many
All the
as
way
you
to
wanna
from
put.
2023, Biggie?
Yeah, everything from 2023 till now, whatever you want to show me. I've gotten some very
Okay.
long lists.
I
You
stopped
have to
sending
walk
him a list because I got too many books
Yeah.
from 2023 to now.
I resemble that remark.
I think you'll do fine, Steppo. That's the list she sent. Yeah, I'm looking
Books
forward
you
to that.
gotta books you gotta have to keep, right? Not that you've sold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
that's-
be able to
I
have
clarify. Yeah, you got to still have them. Yeah.
It can't be something you've had. That would be pretty convenient if you did that.
Just saying. Just saying.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming on. I don't know. I think that's about it. I'll shout out all the channels I like. So, Bleecker Church, Who Dat, and Chris's. I always forget your damn name of your show, but I've been promoting the hell out of it.
Graphic content.
Graphic content, Who Dat and Chris. Who Dat does a lot of opening of boxes.
You mean Chris, who had to fix in to get all them books?
That's bullshit.
That Chris, is that the one you're talking about?
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, I know about him.
I haven't seen and heard from him. Like,
Well, that's nice. Well, at least he's involved and wants to be involved with your big giveaway.
He
Doesn't
sent me a
even call it.
message.
He's such a big shot, doesn't even call.
He sent
Boy.
me a message and said, "Don't worry, I'm gifting those to Bleecker." That's what he said. I don't know.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he had. He sent me a message just recently.
I'll show you some books, Biggie.
Yeah, let's do that.
I recorded a video for him, but I don't know. My internet's been kind of shoddy. But I'll show you some stuff I picked up. This is going to be eventually an upgrade.
That's a big book.
Yeah, so I got it for
That's the first Mario, right?
Oh.
first Mario and Donkey Kong. First Mario
Yeah.
and Donkey Kong.
Boy, those games weren't big.
Nah,
No, not at all. But I want to build up to like get maybe a 9.4, 9.6. So
That's
I wonder where that stupid Super Mario book's worth more. I got the book, but that one should be way worth
You
more.
talk- wait, you got to show which one you're talking about.
I'd like to know who that Blip guy is. Who's the clown on the cover?
They make a joke on Instagram with Elite Comics 11 saying the guy who owns Elite Comics 11 and runs it, that's him, but it's not him. So he always kind of like gives that face of like, can we get that book out of here? Like
That's
somebody shows it to sell it.
that's
Like,
not the guy that won, like the guy that broke the Donkey Kong record. Is it like the guy that's sort of like he's
I don't know. They don't.
been outed as a fraud now? Because that might even be worth
It
what?
just says Matthew LeBro's photo cover. I don't know who Matthew is.
It might be the guy.
The old man LeBrote.
So this is a book here. Not many people might have seen before, but definitely is hard to own. Is the first appearance of was Gwen Poole. First appearance of Gwen Poole. But this is the Ron Lim. I believe it's like the one in either one in 25 or one in 50. Very expensive.
That's the biggest one, dude. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
biggest win pool.
Yeah. So I
So
ended
is
up
that?
getting
Are
this.
you selling that?
No, no.
No, that's a tough one to get, bro.
Yeah, not just. I was surprised to get it.
I'm very
Yeah.
jealous. I'm very jealous.
Great
I have
book.
black
That's
and white.
a great book.
This
Yeah.
is it's I want to say it's the one in 25, but I'm not
I
sure.
think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, 1 in 25 Ron Lim. Yeah, but I know it's a Ron Lim. It's like a $300+ book raw. So,
Yeah,
Dude, I love Ron Lim. He's a great artist.
It's
Yeah,
fucking great
so-
book.
nice. That's a nice book. But here is my deal of the year so far.
Uh-oh.
Under $50. FF
Oh, you're making me jealous, who that? That's beautiful. Under 50 for that.
under $50.
First
And
molecule,
that-
man.
yeah.
Does
First
the
George.
Molecule Man die or does he come back? They
I
all
know
come
he's
back.
I know he's a big integral part into Secret Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
That's
is it
first
Yeah.
published George R.R. Martin too.
Yeah, you got letter from George R.R. Martin, Molecule Man. This is like one of the because that early FF was just Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, I think, and this is where it starts to drift off, you get a little other people are working on like Dick Ayers and stuff like that. I don't know if it's the first one, but it's one. It's like early on where those guys were helping out.
I'm so jealous. It's a hell of a deal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Donkey Kong book. Eventually, I'm gonna sell it just so I can upgrade it, and I want to get a 9496. But that Howard the Duck, I don't think I'm going to, because that's a book you don't see. Biggie knows you don't see that book. Like you said, good luck finding it. Like because
at all.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
here's
like
the
that
Mario
one.
I was telling you about. There's the one I got.
Yeah, that one's like very expensive. When
I
it's
know,
like
for-
9.8 graded. It's like.
But if it ain't the first
3,
Mario, then what the hell? It shouldn't be the first Mario because he's in a Mario 3 outfit. Like what the hell?
Well, not just that. I think he was on the cover of a Valiant book, like one of the early Valiant books. The yellow,
Maybe
like
like
yellow
Superboy
cover.
or something. Or no,
It's
not
like a
Super,
yellow
like Game
cover.
Boy. I think you're right.
Yeah,
Or maybe.
well, yeah. I forgot. I know it said Valiant. Like it had a Valiant sticker. I don't know what else it had on it. Mario's on the cover, and I don't think that book really has nothing to do with Mario. This is the first appearance of Zelda, I believe.
Okay.
A Link, or one of the two. It's one of the two first appearances.
Yeah, I would say Who Dat's book's the one to get. That one don't make no sense, but it's expensive at a 9.8. You're right.
Yeah.
Well-
Oh yeah, lady. That's. I'm just gonna I might just probably give it to her. First Gwenpool.
I have two first Gwenpools. I got the black and white of the one Who Dat has, and then I have the regular Howard the Duck one.
I'm surprised you don't have the hip hop one, the Old Dirty Bastard hip hop.
I know. Yeah, I almost.
That's something I would expect you to have. The Old
I
Dirty
know.
Bastard hip hop cover.
I do have one slab though, the regular one, but yeah, I'll get that too. It's not too
You
bad.
can add that to my list, Biggie. I know the list has ended, but.
Oh no, I'm adding that Gwenpool. Yeah, that's a hitter, bro. That's a big hit. Thank you guys very much for coming. Do you got anything you want to share? You just popped in to because I told you to, pretty much. I said, get your
Bro,
butt in.
I got so many books. Like, you all better buckle the fuck up.
All right.
I am not a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I knew it. All right. We're out of here, man. You guys did well. Thank you so much for joining. We missed Alan.
I got this cat.
Oh, we got to see the cat. Come on, man.
How'd you get her out of the Mylar?
He's a good boy. That's how.
I got a boy cat, too.
Oh, dude. Hey, this cat is my son. I would end the human existence to save my cat.
He's not kidding either, yeah.
Wasn't that a Dr. Doom story?
It could have been.
I'm just kidding.
No, I will end everything and everyone to
always
save my
ending
cat for
everybody.
another day.
You guys know anything about this dumbass book? Is this like German or something? Because it says Vlad Love. Nothing.
Dude, Elvira is pure titties. That's all that book is about.
All right, whatever.
Well,
Well,
titties are valuable though. Don't besmirch a titty.
I'm not mad at it. She's probably like 60 years old in that cover, but whatever, that's fine. We was all at Allen's. He hit 4K. I did a little giveaway over there. I got some guy from Brooklyn. I got lucky. I won a Canadian. Go watch Allen and Steppo on Monday. Watch Bleecker on Sunday. Watch Who Dat on Wednesday. Graphic content. Watch Journey on his Insomniacs. Watch K-pop on Kicking It With K-pop. The Band of Bros auction. Bleeckers. Slab or Not the Slab. Watch Mon, Middle of Nowhere Comics. He does a lot of great content. And everybody else out there, man, thank you guys for coming. This has been the Comic Collector Club. Kirby Crackle, oi, oi, oi. You saw a bunch of good outfits. Big Steppo brought in all the classic red dresses and chicks on the beach. And, I had some suit changes, and Bleecker smashed us all with that Zorro, those inside panels. We could not compete, man. It was too much.
I'll tell you, it was such a bright book. It knocked me cold.
Yeah, them white pages, man, that shit just stomped us all. But see y'all in 2 weeks. There might be a Shaq Tunney appearance, but don't tell nobody. Peace. Oh, yeah.
Still alive. Oh,
I like that part because when I'm doing that, it's like I'm almost holding the Batman 1 and a Tech 27. So this program has been brought to you by Biggie Shack Networks.